I'm really starting to think we're out of 1v3s. One thing worth mentioning is if you're on the end, you can actually hold the control stick all the way to the side and you just flat out miss. So if you're using an actual GameCube controller, I would recommend using the notch on the controller to aim to the side so you don't overshoot. To the right in our case, or on the to the left in DK's case. Alright, so we are keeping Waluigi from stealing coins, so that's good. This is a very interesting board in terms of how I'm having to strategize around the crystal ball. On one hand, normally I wouldn't use a magic lamp right away, but like, if Waluigi's gonna steal all of our coins anyway, part of me is like, maybe we should just go ahead and use it. But also, literally, we would win by default at this point. So I'm not overly concerned. The only way we lose is if like DK wins every bonus star, which isn't happening because we have minigame for sure. So Daisy's either landing on a happening space, I'm pretty sure, or a Bowser space. I actually haven't unlocked every Bowser minigame on my personal file, so I was kind of hoping for a Bowser minigame, actually. There are two I'm missing, because I keep getting the same Bowser minigame. It's Zukiki's Banana Peel Junction. Whichever way you go, the banana's to blame. I can't remember the last time I've had that kind of luck with the Banana Junction. Normally I go through the upper path, like, several times. That has happened in my personal playthroughs. Just literally getting stuck in that loop for the entire game, practically. This is the button mashing game with the triggers, so apologies in advance for the noise. By the way, there is a present room unlock tied to this minigame. You have to get over 7 seconds, which is actually not that bad. All things considered, 7 seconds is pretty reasonable. I usually get like at least 8 or 9 seconds, and I feel like I don't even button mash that quickly, so yeah, this isn't too terrible. Alright, we've almost caught up to DK in coins. The best case scenario for us actually would have been if Waluigi had gotten 5 coins sooner, and then he would have stolen from DK. I seriously wonder how the AI works sometimes. Like, this move isn't bad, it's actually a good move to try to go for happening spaces if you're already kind of not in the running. That also creates a situation like I was talking about before. Waluigi hasn't had anything for multiple turns, which doesn't really happen very often. Well, we're not getting the star this turn, regardless, because we will not have enough after this. We'll have 19 coins. Wow, that is not a great roll for a double dice. Personally, this is just a preference thing. If I can't get, like, above 10 coins on a double dice, or 10 on a double dice, I kind of consider that a waste. Partly because, like, 10 is the maximum of the regular dice, so if you're not getting above 10 with 2 dice, it almost feels like, you know, you're not really making that much ground for the amount of coins you have to spend for the double dice, if that makes sense. Oh good, a mini mushroom. Have we landed on a happening space? I think we have, but it's been a bit. So yeah, we're not really in the running for happening at the moment. Depending on the teams here, okay, we have to... Actually, this is bad, because someone's getting the star. So basically, I get to decide who gets the star, DK or Daisy. To be fair, in turn order, I also go first. Well, I go ahead of DK, so hypothetically, if I win this minigame, and Daisy doesn't have enough coins, there's a potential that I can actually roll for the star, or I could be really cheeky and just Magic Lamp to guarantee I get it and DK doesn't. So yeah, there are options. I'm not really concerned. We have 3 stars at the moment. I'm not like, yeah, fretting over this, in all honesty. I think there's still one 2v2, yeah, there's still one 2v2 we haven't seen yet, and it's not a good one, so I'm not overly upset that we haven't seen it yet. We also got the time we need, that's 45 seconds.
New record!
I've also noticed this is another minigame with slight slowdown. When the victory text appears, it slows down very briefly. Oh my, only 5 turns left. But please do enjoy the last 5 turns event we have prepared. Now, let's peruse our players' positions. First place, Yoshi. Second place, DK. Third place, Daisy. Dead last, Waluigi. But how long will this last? Oh, the excitement. There could be an upset at any moment. We can only wait and see. Finally, the fabled last 5 turns roulette can begin. Our lucky spinner today is Waluigi. Ah, the coin multiplier. That means all the red and blue spaces that you land on are now worth 6 coins, double their usual amount. And this ends our last 5 turns event for the game. Play well and play with spirit. You're all winners to me. Koopa's a lot nicer than a lot of the other hosts. Like Koopa and Toad, Shy Guy's just shy. But like Goomba and Boo are actively antagonistic to you, which creates a very interesting dynamic. This is an interesting turn. Again, I could either intentionally use a magic lamp just to guarantee that Waluigi doesn't steal coins from me and get a star, or DK could just roll high enough to get the star anyway, or I could roll high enough to get the star anyway. So yeah, if I don't actually do anything, this will be a very interesting turn. It'll be an even more interesting turn because we have a battle minigame. Hopefully it's for at least 10 coins, that would actually be helpful for me. I mean, that works too, I guess. I mean, this also works for me, I guess. The Rumble Fishing minigame at least would have been shorter and also one we haven't seen this board. So in some ways that would have been nice to see. As long as it's not the pure luck one, I'm okay with that. I feel like Bowser's Bigger Blast only shows up when a ridiculous amount of coins are at stake though. At least because of how my luck works. Say there's like, you know, 50 coins at stake. That's when it shows up, not for like 5. Well, we tripled our coins almost, so that was still worthwhile. And even better, Waluigi can't steal our coins. That basically means DK is getting the star unless he rolls really low, which I don't think he will. Usually the AI tends to roll pretty okay, never mind. So yeah, it's still a race to the star, which is exciting, not that it really matters, I still have the lead by a sizable margin. I'm really noticing that this game favors, like, 1v3s for some reason. You know, I haven't talked about how this works at all, so maybe I should. So yeah, basically blue spaces and red spaces determine teams, green spaces are random. But I feel like this game is like really weighted to making team games, while more recent Mario Party games, like, say everyone lands on a green space in Superstars, it feels like the odds of getting a 4-player minigame are way higher, but in this game, if everyone lands on a green space, you'd probably get a 2v2 or 1v3. At least from my experiences, yeah, this game really favors 1v3s and 2v2s, which is weird because there are typically more 4-player minigames than the other two categories, so I don't know why he keeps picking this. Even though the team minigames are fun, it is actually nice having it way more towards the 4-player side in later Mario Parties, just because every Mario Party game has way more 4-player minigames than team games. Oh. Waluigi has enough now, so we might not be getting the star. Yeah, Boo usually doesn't steal that many coins. Usually he only steals... Oh wait, we're not getting the star. Okay. I actually lost track of coins. I was literally about to mash A. Did DK have more coins? Yeah, DK would have had more coins. He would have had 56. So yeah, Waluigi's actually getting this next star. He's also getting the cabana, so he's gonna have to pay even more coins. He'll have a star, but I think he'll be pretty much broke after this. I'm feeling confident in saying that no one's getting to that star in 4 turns. The amount of time that's going to go into just trying to get the junctions to cooperate. Why did they say that? I have a magic lamp. I can warp, if necessary. I feel like later Mario Party games have nothing equivalent to this whole system of a lotto shop. And I actually don't mind that, because all this does is slow down everything, because the amount of times I've seen this happen is very low. Like, on my own playthroughs, I've seen a couple of 3rd place wins, and I've seen some 2nd place wins. I think I've seen a 1st place win, like, maybe once or twice in my entire life. And I'm trying to remember if those are actually my games, or if that was me watching a Let's Play. Either way, it doesn't happen very often, to the point where it kind of makes sense that they got rid of it, because it doesn't really serve a purpose, other than just take up a lot of time, since it never seems to give the top prize, unless you're like in last place, and even then it's a low chance. Again, this game really likes 1v3s. Again, this is definitely a game that is actually not that bad. If you have 4 players that are really good at the game, I feel like this actually would be pretty evenly matched. Like, compared to most 1v3s, that's like relatively balanced.